Welcome in, Renegades. Now, today we're actually just going to have a little touch grass conversation because it's time to get down to the fundamentals of crypto. And I definitely found the secret to success, especially when it comes to CKB. We have an exciting video for you guys today. The secret to success in crypto is found in different ways for different people. So today we're going to go over a couple of the key pivotal points for the accumulation of crypto. Now, this is how to make money with crypto. Okay, we're all in crypto because we do want to, see some profits and stuff. The technology, the community, the driving force of the crypto world is something that we all are a part of. And today we're going to go over, I'm going to, hopefully have you guys in the chat here. We're going to talk about some pivotal stuff. What is up, motivational sub? But we're going to get down to the basics today. We're going to talk about the psychology of the market first. The biggest thing that you can do is separate yourself from the money you have invested in crypto. And in order to do that, there's two ways. One, you just dollar cost average. And this is going to be our key topic of the safe investor, because we're going to go over the safe investor and we're going to go over the G-Gen part as well, because we do want to make money in the markets even when we're in the trenches. And if you guys are part of the Renegades, we are Renegades against even when crypto goes down, which means we separate ourselves from the normal of society. If everybody else is fearful, we're in the trenches making money, collecting, accumulating. But to dollar cost average is one of the safest ways in crypto. And I'm going to go over why that's important for CKB, because I saw something very exciting, and I think I found the secret to success over the long term with CKB. And it's something I'll talk about on the channel, and that's that big liquidity crunch that comes in. We see massive volume come out of nowhere, and this is why I'm holding CKB. I'm setting alerts for the charts because this is the key part, and I'm going to show you real quick what I'm talking about. Let me just share my screen with you in 1 second. I don't know why this keeps going back to that. Give me 1 second here. Bear with me. I have something good for you guys. And this is what I've been talking about. And I'm going to show you several times that this has happened, and how to make money in the trenches, or how to accumulate and then take a little bit of profit. And what we're going to go over is just how to do that. You need to have your bags in different places, and I'm going to show you what I mean here in a minute. Let me just share the screen. Sorry, it went to a different crypto. So make sure that I'm ready to have you guys. What is going on here? I want that. Okay. This one. All right. So this is one of the key pivotal points. And so to dollar cost average is one thing that I'm doing, and especially at anything under 0.003 cents, because this is the main thing that I've been talking about, is that big volume. So, and I'm going to show you what I mean big volume in a minute, and I'm going to show you what it does. And when the CKB volume goes way down, you have to set alerts so that you can make these trades quick. So what I'm going to tell you is you want to have a certain portion of your crypto in Bitcoin. You want probably about 50% of your portfolio in Bitcoin. You want about 25% of it in Ethereum. And then you want to spread the other 25, and you can adjust that as you see fit. You can do 40% in Bitcoin and 20 in, Ethereum, and then have a fat bag of CKB, especially for moments like this. But this big liquidity, what did it go to from? So this is a 4 hour. Let's just look at the daily, because this daily is crazy, right? So we start down here at where we're at right now, kind of a little bit lower. Actually, the low is 2670. So it was almost at what we're at now. And then it did go all the way up to 3299. And why I like, and it did it here too, over here from 298 all the way up to 38. And these are good. You don't even have to leverage trade, which is what we're going to go over for the D-Gens a little bit later. But even spot buying right here, if you bought 1 million CKB at the bottom right here, at what was it, the 2980, or even over here, you bought and then it ran all the way up to here in just one day. And I'm going to show you why. This volume It's up 700 and what 56%. It went from what? So 60, I mean, just the last 24 hours has been crazy. But as you see, 4 million before that, all the way up to this big, and it happens, and this big volume comes in, and we see it spike, and it's sitting at 60 million right now. So there's accumulation happening. There was some selling. They pumped it up here to sell it, so you can ride, you know, these waves up. And but the whole point of this, like, yeah, you could make a little bit of money. And so what I was going to say is, if you do have a certain percentage of your altcoins in like CKB, I would take a certain percentage of the CKB tokens that I have. So we're going to get strategic, and we're going to make money here. So we don't want to bet our whole bags of CKB. That's not smart. I'm a very strategic degen. I only degen when I see profit opportunities. I don't even know if that's degen or not, like the futures trading. But a quick spot trade, loading up at 2.6 and riding these all the way up to 3.2 real quick in a day, and then having like 25% of your CKB bags be liquid, would be a very smart thing, so that you could make a quick profit, not bet your whole bags, because we're accumulating for the long term at these prices. But in the trenches, we want to make a little bit of money, and this big volume that comes in also normally predecesses a big move to the upside. I can't guarantee that's going to happen, but when I see big volume start to come in, you know, there's two things that this big volume can mean. It means that they pumped it up here to take some profits, and then they sold it all the way back down. Or they are started, which is, the volume came in after we went up here. So they did start to sell off a little bit here, and then they sold off here or bought. I mean, there's more in it. The volume did go up as the price is going down. So we are seeing accumulation at this price, and we are up on the week 6.1%. We're down today because we were up higher. But that, yeah. So that's essentially what I wanted to talk about with that. Okay, that's not what I meant to do. And we're going to look at the charts and see exactly when that next thing can happen. But these are the things that you have to understand. The psychology of the market right now, we're in a weird place. Now, this is making everybody think it's a super cycle or something. And I don't fall for that kind of thing. I think every crypto is going to have one pump. I think it might have the market delayed by about a month. I think we might see a December pump. We might see the Santa rally and then have January. But I still think with the Bitcoin, you know, cycle dumping, it was a specific altcoin based bull market. Until that changes, I don't believe in a super cycle yet. It is possible. For sure. But guys, now is the time to double down. Like, we're going to be doing a lot of cool stuff on the channel. I'm going to get like this little PowerPoint created that my friend's going to make. I was going to take it to conferences, but I think they have other plans for that. So I'm going to get like, I just want to educate people about CKB, about crypto. I think I might expand to different cryptos as well, especially as we get into this next bear market. I'm going to start accumulating crypto, and I'm going to start a series called Accumulating Crypto on my channel. And what we're going to do over the next bear market is just accumulate some of the best cryptos. Right now, I don't care. I'm accumulating CKB at 2.6. So there has to be a bull market after this. We are in the bear market for altcoins. I'm not going to lie to you. So my strategy right now, I don't care about the super cycle or whatever. We're going to pump. And then it's going to go back down to these prices in the bear market is what's going to happen. Now, is it a super cycle or was the market messed up? Yes, but we're going to have that bull market still. I know that's going to happen. There's never been a cycle in history where there hasn't been a bull market. So people are eventually going to stop making money in Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to stabilize, and then we're going to have our alt season. When it happened last time, the feds, the government is massively manipulating crypto, and I think it's because they see Bitcoin as a store of value, and any monopoly needs to crush its opponents. And so how do you do that but with the Bitcoin dominance and trillions of dollars, right? Over the period of several months, trillions of dollars has been traded in the market, and they can absolutely decimate altcoins, guys. And so this is the psychological factor and why you need to accumulate as much CKB at this level as possible. And another thing I want to talk about is if you want to be a degen, there's other ways. You can buy into like Bitcoin ordinals on CKB. You could buy NFTs. You could buy meme coins. But I think the most lucrative thing at these levels, because we can't really go too much further to the downside. So not being able to go much further to the downside makes it a little easier to leverage trade. Don't get cocky because they will dump it and wreck you. I'm not saying it's lucrative, but it's a higher betting opportunity that your floor holds, especially when like Cardano and Solana were down at those low prices. You're like, dang, should I make a trade? And I didn't, because they could have went way further. But when it comes to CKB, this is the lowest that you could really grab it. And so I think even leverage trading, if you want to be a degen, don't do it if you're not experienced, and be very careful because you probably get wrecked. But there's a good possibility you could degen some money in the trenches, like I've been doing. So guys, now isn't the time to get fearful. Now's the time to start building, start networking, building your bags, because this is a process. Crypto is not just a get rich overnight thing. There's people building lucrative businesses. There's real innovation happening in the forefront of crypto that's being recognized by the rest of the world. So I just want to tell you guys, now's the time to figure out your place. If you're the dollar cost average guy, just dollar cost average, buy every day, every week, every paycheck, whenever it is that you're buying. If you're that degen, find yourself a good offshore exchange and a VPN and leverage trade if you're experienced. If you're a builder, go build something cool while we're waiting. If you're a content creator, go network with some people. Build, your brand. Build up what you need and just accumulate that crypto over the long haul. What up, Mugzy? Motivational says quantitative easing starts in December this year, so the bull market as I see. And I can see some capital flow switching out of these big cap gems into these smaller cap altcoins. And as you saw, ICP had a massive run. CKB, I think, is getting ready for a run. I think it's just gearing up for a run. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting ready to do some really cool stuff. Jason, I'd love to have you on the channel. I know you have been, in the trenches yourself, building stuff. And that's what I'm talking about. On all these different cryptos, you can build stuff, but on CKB, it's different. They're doing stuff that's taking notice in the big crowd. So in the Asian markets, and that's where there's a lot of liquidity, and crypto is all about liquidity. And as you see, as soon as that volume starts to come in, the liquidity boosts. And then we start to see a massive move in the market. So I love this new camera though. Run CKB, baby. But guys, I just want to encourage you to, hold your bags, stack them up, and degen into some stuff. Now let's go look at the charts, because I want to show you there's going to be a massive influx of price action. So as you see, when we hit this big long wick to the downside, it's kind of drawn to it. We're not going to go all the way down there, but it does draw us to it. And as with this wick, as you see, it was drawn to it, not all the way up, but we get drawn to those tops. So what's going to happen is when we go down, this is a really good opportunity to be getting into CKB right now. The volume's going up. The price is at a good all-time dream level. If I could buy it at this price, I could make a lot of freaking money level that we haven't seen before. And now's the time for us to really get, our bags loaded at these prices. We have a big falling wedge on the daily that is massive, that we've been in for a long time. And when ICP broke that, it went to double, almost it tripled in price in a matter of like a week. So get ready, guys. CKB will have its turn, just like every other crypto has its turn in the market, especially when people see opportunity. And as you see, we tested that level, that breakout, that big wick yesterday. So we're going to go back up and test this at about 3003. So once this falling wedge breaks, we could see a massive move for CKB. Look at this falling wedge. I mean, massive. All the way back to July on the daily. I mean, what about the weekly? So yeah, that's such a weird weekly chart. Bitcoin absolutely, look, this was going to be like an inverse head and shoulders breakout. And then Bitcoin came in and smashed us all the way down. So, I mean, it's been a weird market, but as you see, these are dream level prices. If you could get it, we haven't been able to get in like that since the bear market, right? So this is good buying opportunities. That's what I'm seeing in the market right now. And especially with that big, foreign market, we would love to see massive amounts of volume. But yeah, if it breaks that year freaking, not year long, but like 6 months almost, falling wedge, then we could really see a move to the upside, especially with this massive volume, 63 million, 49% of the market cap traded in 24 hours. I mean, someone's gearing up for something, and that's what we need to really pay attention to, fellas and ladies, is the big money. So I can't show you a lot of bullishness except that falling wedge. That's all I need. If that breaks with volume, we would love to see it. And they tried. They went for that breakout too. You could see that. So run CKB. Let's run the price all the way up to a penny. Here we go. Oh, you're working with Clown, Snowge, Icy Spicy Techno. I'd love to get together with you guys again. I'm building a good CKB community, like in person, like making good, like I did with you guys in ICP. I made some really good friends in ICP, and now I'm doing it in CKB. I'm connected with some of the community members, which hopefully they're watching, I'd love to, just get back in touch with you guys, see what you're doing, maybe even see if there's some opportunities on CKB, for you guys to do your thing over here too, because they're doing some cool stuff, just like ICP is with their caffeine AI, and Dom and his crazy stuff. And you guys building over there, Clown, World 8, all that is just beautiful, guys. So, okay. Motivational Sub says he is doing dollar cost averaging on CKB, ICP, and on Renegades token weekly. Even small investment making massive retains if the project has a strong backbone. And so it's all about building cool stuff. I don't care if I fail in stuff, guys. Everyone from Renegade got value in it. Even if you guys aren't still, in the Renegade thing, we're still holding, our thing. We're doing our thing in Renegade still, but that was just kind of an experiment. I have a bowling app that I'm trying to build with caffeine. I'm really just concentrating on my content creation. I want to start doing more ICP videos. I want to start having more people on the channel. I'm going to have interviews. I'm going to have a new crypto guys on the channel. This is exciting. And I think this could be a real good buying opportunity, guys. This is a crypto that has a very small market cap. I think it's like 130 million. I met one of the founders at Mining Disrupt. It's called Kwai. Guys, check it out. It seems really cool to me. The guy is going to be on my channel. We might have like a partnership going forward. But it's an interesting crypto. I spent like a week researching the crypto before I even talked to him about it. I was like, man, I only support like legit projects, and they have some cool stuff. Based out of Austin, Texas, has some professors on the team as founders, some really cool stuff. So I would check out Kwai. I think it's a gem that we could make some money on, and I think they're doing some cool stuff over there, especially with mining. pop on right now. I'm getting ready to go have my Friday night. I would love, well, dang, I think, yeah, let's do it. Let's do it on Monday. So I'm going to do an ICP CKB video on Monday. I'd love to have you on the channel to talk about CKB. Next Friday, we could do that, actually. Let's do that. Then we could talk to the CKB community about ICP. The CKB community could talk to you about CKB. And then we'll just kind of have a Chain-Key CKB meeting, right? Okay, you're holding $1 million as always. So, yeah. Let's get on next Friday though. Tonight's just I had Thanksgiving yesterday, but we need to get on a call too. I'm sorry, like my life has been chaotic, but I'm trying to keep all my close people close. I was supposed to get together with Owl to have him see if he was coming to Mind Disrupt. Guys, everybody who can come to Bitcoin 2026 in Vegas. I'm going to try to get all the ICP guys together for Vegas. Jason, that would be dope if you could come. The CKB guys are going to be there. So if we could get the whole squad together in one place, that would be crazy, guys. I'm excited for the future of crypto. I'm going to make a lot of money, and I want you guys to be able to make money with me. Like, I'm going to tell you about cool interviews, cool cryptos. I'm going to bring you the cool fundamentals and what's happening. But guys, we're going to make money in crypto. We're going to have fun while we do it. When we go to these events, it's all working in the day, and it's basically networking and spending time with your people at night. It's about balancing work and life, crypto with touching grass, the psychology of the market with having moon bags, with dollar cost averaging, with buying the dips, with being greedy when others are fearful. It's about DJing, but it's about having that extra free capital that you're not worried about, because if you're psychologically tied to the market, you will never make it. I don't care if my crypto goes to zero. I don't want it to. I don't think it's not gonna, but I'm okay with that because I know the risk and I believe in it enough to know that it's not gonna go to zero. So thank you. Oh, Vegas needs you, Mugs. We need you over in Vegas, my friend. Yes. So next Friday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'll send you the link. We'll get on a call before that. We'll get on a call this weekend, hopefully. Let's jump on a call this weekend. But guys, there's some exciting stuff that's going to be happening for the channel. I'm getting better gear already. I might be doing our proposals so that I can get a mic, maybe a better laptop, and just better gear, a camera, like a real camera, so that I can bring to these events and be like 6 figs and make some high quality content for you guys. So I appreciate you guys coming to the chat. Mugs, you're the best, dude. You grinding, you inspire me. And I'm the one out here inspiring people. So it's good to be a leader amongst leaders. And you guys are the backbone of crypto. And I love you guys as always. So, all right. That being said, goodbye and good CKB.